Season 2. We're back for the first race of the calendar, Bahrain, and we have some new personnel. So let's go meet them. Welcome back. 2 new drivers we went for. I'm so sorry, Joe. We brought him in for about 5 races. He annoyed me. He's also gone. But I think we've got a hell of a strong lineup now. So we've got Monsieur Bottas and Gasly. I was going to do that in Finnish, but I don't know what Finnish for Mr. is. So we'll just pretend it's Mr. Along with that, we've still got Jack Doohan, who does have a development point, so we'll put that in smoothness. Look at that. Wonderful. 75 rated he is now. He's climbing up like no one's business. Gasly, he's got average aggression, average growth potential, so there's still chance for that to go up pretty well. And as we know, he's pretty good. I'll probably focus on his smoothness as well, so we can run long into races. And Bottas, he's pretty handy, isn't he? His smoothness isn't there, so we might have to be relatively aggressive with both of our drivers. But when they're on the road, they'll do a good job. Talking about driver lineups, I flagged an email already because I couldn't find it. We've got some changes. I'm gonna spoil it now. Of the 2 drivers that are on the grid for each team, no one's new, so it's just been kind of a shuffle. But Ferrari and Red Bull are the same. I think even their reserve drivers are the same. Mercedes and Alpine are the first changes that we see, with their reserve drivers of Piastri moving over from Alpine to Mercedes, and Van Dorn coming over from McLaren to Alpine, and Alexander Albon has taken the seat from the wonderful Fernando Alonso, who is joined at AlphaTauri by Vettel. That must be the oldest driver lineup ever, forever. Even back in the 50s when they were racing in their 70s. I'm sure there's no one as old as these 2. But Nick De Vries is with AlphaTauri as well, so I think that's a completely new lineup for them. Alfa Romeo have been stiffed. If we're honest, they've been wrecked. They've got Guan Yu Zhou, Lance Stroll, and Robert Kubica. Not ideal for them. Let's just move on. We've got Bottas, Gasly, and Doohan. 75 now. We just saw it. 75. Wonderful. McLaren haven't changed outside of their reserve driver, where they've brought in Frederick Vesti to replace Stoffel Van Dorn. And Haas, Latifi, Magnussen, Fittipaldi. That's a bit stinky. I like Magnussen, but other than that, it's a bit naff, isn't it? And Williams have got Schumacher, Tsunoda, and Théo Pourchaire. I'm not seeing much coming from Williams this year, unfortunately, because their cars were pretty poor before anyway. And, yeah, their drivers aren't the best ratings. I like the drivers, don't get me wrong, but ratings-wise, they're not the strongest. Analysis is, it's a bit mad. As I say, I've done bits. So if you put it to our second car and to their second car, and put it to the rank on the grid, look at that. We're almost competent. Low speed, wonderful, and it's recommended for this track. So we're going to scoot ourselves in. I'll see you in qualifying. So we have the end of Q1. We've already been out on 1 run. We'll send them out on a second one on some fresh tyres. Bottas currently sat in 4th, Gasly in 11th. He did have a little bit of traffic on his lap, unfortunately. So hopefully we'll both be able to get out and see what we can do in Q2. But, yeah, it's rests to be said. Bottas has got a green sector, as has Gasly. Beautiful. Oh, Gasly's going first, sorry. Another green for Gasly, and the time's finished. I couldn't care less. We'll put it on 2 speed. We'll jump over his shoulder. Gasly's... Where is he? Where are you, Gasly? 8th. Beautiful. Bottas about to cross. And stay 6th. So, Q2. Comfortably, for I believe, for the first time. So towards the end of Q2, similar situation. Bottas got a good time. We used the used softs. We've got some fresh ones on now. Gasly, again, got interrupted on his lap. So we'll throw him out first, throw Bottas behind. Or the other way around, because that's the way they queued out the garage. And we'll drop these on. We'll see what they get up to on their actual lap. We'll jump on with Gasly this time. And we'll put it on that shoulder cam and we'll watch through his lap in 2x. So, we are currently 1.2 seconds from safety, but we know they weren't far from one another. And Gasly's like over 2 seconds behind Bottas. So it seems that the car can get out. But we'll see if his timings match that, to be fair. But he's got a green sector, as does Bottas as well. As they should, because they've got fresh tyres. Session's ended, couldn't care less. Coming up to the hairpin. I think the split for Q2 is quite round here somewhere as well. Should really know these things, shouldn't I? On this corner, around the bridge. Q2, what are you saying? Green as well. Beautiful. As is Bottas. I don't think it tells you like how good they're doing in relation to their previous one. But it just says that you need to hurry your ass up, really. So we're 3 seconds off. And he has got himself safe. Beautiful. Just behind Bottas. Q3. What are you saying? It just is the thing. Gasly's lap just gets compromised. So he's currently 1.3 seconds off Bottas at the moment, unfortunately. But it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Because he pulls it out the bag on his second one. He always does. We're getting our freshes ready. And we'll look to jump out. To be honest, we're in Q3. Gas. Anything above 11 for me today is chill. And we're already there. So, happy days. We'll wait to see if we can be the very last cars out on track as well. Just to do extra madness. So what we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll send these two out now. Gasly first, Bottas behind. And we'll drop to 16 and hopefully they reach the start-finish line. Which they should do, to be fair. It's alright. Only vaguely nervous I was. We're going to sit with Bottas on this one. And we'll go on the wing cam. Why the hell not? So, he's following up behind Gasly. So we can have a look at his timings as well. Hopefully it will just be greens across the board. And we'll be first and second. What a day that would be. No. I don't care. Sector 1's both green. Beautiful. Gasly's flying down that straight. Bottas is just behind him. And we'll get there sector 2 times very shortly. Green. 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 There it is. Thank you. And yeah, so at the moment, it's 6th and 10th. And Bottas can only improve. Gasly has taken ahead of him. Bottas resting behind. What a move from Gasly, to be fair to him. So, every single practice session and every single qualifying, Gasly is behind Bottas. Goes to Q3 and he squeaks ahead of him. They're next to one another on the grid, so I don't think it's too much of an issue. It's not. It's not at all. There's a grid in front. Ends on even numbers. Should know that. I suppose we should jump into the race. So those Q3 tyres did them the world of good. So they're starting the race on them because we don't have any fresh ones. So use softs straight off the bat, into hards, into mediums. There is an 8% chance of safety cars at this race. So we may be changing stuff on the fly, but as it is, the guys are running very similar strategies. We're already pretty high up in the grid. There's no point in doing anything particularly game changing. And we'll just carry these through to podiums. Even the race win. Why the hell not?
The drivers are lined up tonight under mostly clear skies. And there we have Pierre Gasly. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? And there's Bottas completing the team today. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. And we're just moments away now. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Here we are. Look at this. Madness.
It's lights out and away
Absolute
we go.
Madness. Right, Gasly, what are you saying? Jump on with you, lad. We'll follow you through your first lap. And then we'll probably jump towards the end of that soft stint unless something particularly exciting happens. Bottas did lose a position on that first corner, but seems to have taken it straight back, which is good. He's got Russell behind him trying to nab it back. And Gasly's, look at him, it's even higher moves on the Ferrari. What a chap.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Why the hell not?
We can take a look now. Let's have a look here.
Oh yeah, so technically that was when he lost it, and then he had the inside line, so he just I'll have it. I'll have it back, please. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we were looking from the board, should we say? I think it's the board. They want us to finish 7th or higher, which is a position higher than their prediction or expectations for last season. And it is where we finished. Considering this car seems to be considerably better than that one, It looks pretty manageable, to be fair. We'll run through this lap. Do you know what? I'm going to ease off with these now, because there's just no point in being too aggressive. We've had a decent start. We've held our positions. And we'll just crack on with these. As I say, we're expecting about lap 13, 14 to come in, because the tyres should be getting quite tired at that point. I might even shuffle around a little bit further to that, but we'll go 2x, so it doesn't seem there's going to be any movements from us. We are almost dropping out of the RS range at the moment, which isn't ideal, especially considering there's going to be a pop-up within the next 5 seconds telling us that the DRS is going to open. But we'll keep an eye over here on our numbers while we're scooting through, and we'll see where we are at roughly this point when the DRS opens. We just, no one's got DRS than anyone except Russell on Bottas, so we will go aggressive once more. Gone the wrong way around there, and try and catch up on those. Fine. There was a idea of a movement here for the Ferrari against the Mercedes. Gasly is actually in the zone. He's not got DRS though, but he's not too far off, so we'll let him sit on standard. We'll put Bottas to aggressive. This -2 laps is making me a tiny bit nervous, but we've got 54 to catch it back, but I'm still haunted from my race in Miami. Right, Bottas, what are you saying, lad? You're getting closer, but you're still out DRS range, so I feel that Bottas may lose position this lap, which isn't ideal. I'm going to deploy for Bottas down here. I'm going to push, and I'm going to go attack, because I want him to try and catch up on Gasly, and we need to hold off on Mr. Russell that's going to be sailing past us. Let's just hold on to the back of Russell. Let's not do anything too major, and we'll speed it up, and we'll see what the guys get up to in 8x. So we are 6 and 8 at the moment.
Race position gained for a Mercedes.
Gasly's just got fastest lap. Of course he is. Why the hell not? Well done, Pierre. He's right on the tail of Ferrari as well. Beautiful. Right. Bottas, we'll keep a little eye on you as well. What are you up to? You're just in this group of cars that have dropped off behind Gasly. That's fine. Is Gasly a little bit broken in this game? Because it's starting to make me think that might be the case. He looks
like Aston Martin have
quite
just gained a race
splendid
position.
Bottas. Is it down the
Let's see
straight
what
by any
happened
chance?
there.
Of course it is.
Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
Beautiful. The wonders of DRS. Right. What are you doing, Pierre? Going down the back, round the last corner, eyeing it up. You're going to deploy, lad. Can you make a move on the pair of them? He's going. He's going. Probably should have slowed that down. It's fine. Nothing happened. Bottas is now 9th.
Mercedes moved
When
up
did
a
that
place.
happen? Did he lose?
Take a closer
Did he
look.
lose 2
Now
positions
let's look
in the
at
same?
this. Here's George
same
Russell.
loop? Right, Russell's took him back on the straight, as to be expected. That's fine. And then it looks like Norris made the move as well. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good of him. To be fair, Bottas just moved out of his way. It was nice of him. Right, this is just blindsided me. Gasly's up to 4th. He's just took Hamilton on the straight. That's fine. That is what it is. There's a group of the two of them. He had DRS. Hamilton didn't. Sainz is locked up. He's all the way back here. Absolute shocker from the lad. We'll watch Gasly's overtake and we'll scoot forward again. But yeah, Sainz is he's gone. He's in a different realm. He's back here somewhere. I mean, it's a DRS overtake. There's not really much of a highlight there, is there? Mr. Bottas is having a little bit of a struggle. We're on the 7th lap. He's still in that group of cars. However, he's now got Norris, Russell and Zhou in front of him. Zhou is quite good. I do like Zhou. But he's not Gasly. So, it's about it really. It's unfortunate. And I wanted to bring Bottas in. Paid a small fortune for him. And it's just been overtaken by Zhou, which isn't ideal. We are 63%. Yeah. I'm kind of, because I've gone soft rather than mediums from the start, I'm kind of stuck as to running a bit longer. Obviously, if they can make their tyres last longer, that's beautiful. But they're of the sort of rating where it will just be they'll go as expected, I expect. So that's where Mr. Vettel would have come in handy. Mr. Vettel that's currently sat in 16th. So maybe not. And Stroll's 13 as well, for anyone that cares. Probably don't. Schumacher's just chilling at the back. So he is... No, he's not. He's overtaken Tsunoda. Who are you? Get out of here. Latifi's got a considerably better car than everyone else, but as we know, he's utterly useless. So he's in no man's land. I said his car's better than everyone else. That's a complete lie. It's just better than the Williams. And he's still 3 seconds off the pace because he's a clown. That's right, I'll move on. I'll stop bullying Latifi. Gasly, what are you doing, lad? We are 5th place at the moment.
It's a race position gained.
I'm not going to watch these anymore. Hamilton and Gasly are just going to be doing their rotations. That's cool. Fine. Do what you want to do. That's beautiful. Bottas at the back of that pack. So I'm going to try and overtake with him. See if we put him to 1x. If he can make the moves. No, we can't. I didn't realise that there was... Oh, that was nice. Oh, thanks, Russell. He did us solid there. Must have heard me talking. Thanks, George.
Let's have a look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
So yeah, you'll see, you heard what he said. He thought, Jar, I feel bad for you, stealing your ride and everything for 2022. I'll just wang on the anchors.
Moving up a place there.
Get Norris stuck. Let you sail past. Happy days. Lap 9. We'll speed up a bit because I'm going to be talking through every single corner of this, and it's going to be a little bit excessive for you all. We're up to 7. He's took Russell back. Happy days. So it seems that
looks like Aston Martin
we're in
just gained
a little bit of a battle. Can you not? I'm trying to talk to my people here. Seems Aston Martin are in a little bit of a battle with Mercedes by the looks of it, which I'm over the moon about.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
That's fine. It's expected. Good show. Got himself to the head of the pack and almost the second ahead of everyone. And because he's back at his old team, he's got his helmet back. He had one of these just green standard helmets before. Fair play. Digging out the cupboard. We are on 54% tyres. Where's he going? Oh, it's not a DRS overtake. Well, that's rude. So we are roughly on our pit window. I'm deciding to go attack and push with Gasly. I know I says I'm going to not do it, but I'm only doing it for a lap, and hopefully he doesn't put himself in the barriers. I'm going to go attack and push, do one whole lap on this, see if we can get a little bit of a headway against Hamilton, try and undercut him, unless he dives in now and it completely ruins the point I'm trying to make, which I don't believe he has. Yes, I know I'm pitting. I'm just talking about this. Mugging me off in front of my pals. We'll just absolutely blast the lap on this. If we can keep Hamilton behind us, then that is beautiful. So we've deployed that. I'm not pitting him as well this lap. Chill your beans. There is enough for gap of them, to be fair. I probably could. But we're not going to. Absolutely sail past show there at the end of the straight. We're going to deploy? Yeah, we'll deploy. And we'll just run him through to the end of the lap. He's coming in now anyway.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Ooh, let's watch this one. It's a DRS overtake. We've all seen them countless times. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Let's move on. So, AX, Gasly, where are you? Look at that gap. Look at the gap. Oh, Murray Walker's back. Wonderful. So, jump on with... I'm aware I keep saying so. And I'm awfully sorry. But it's just what I am. So, we'll all have to deal with it. Gasly is flying in for his pit stop now. Hamilton's sailed past. We're going to throw our hards on. And what's that he's going to do? He's going to undercut the little sod. And we'll be 57 seconds ahead of him. We took hards off there. It's impressive, considering they were soft. So where are we lining out? Oh, into fresh air, please. No. We're behind Vettel. Oh, I'm sure he won't hold any grudges about Gasly and Bottas stealing his seat. Sure he'll be the consummate professional that he always is. I'm not going to harvest. I'm going to go neutral. And we'll keep a little eye on this little dot here, see what he's up to. But in the meantime, we'll go to Bottas. That made me nervous. Why was he so slow then? I'm hoping it was just because he was coming out that little hairpin. He's currently 7 seconds behind, so we're going to go attack, push, deploy. We're going to bring Bottas in now. Similar situation. And we'll just give him his half a lap. Is Mr. Hamilton in? No, sailing straight past again. So, assume he's going to run long. He can't be doing a 2-stop. Can't happening. Bottas, you are in the pit box. You did a 2.8. Oh yeah, our pit crew, terrible. They've got considerably worse from last year. I don't know how to fix it. The only thing I can do is...
Martin are moving up the field.
Oh, look at
Let's see
Gasly.
what
2
happened
positions,
there.
what are you saying?
Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
Gee. Only saw the one of them, but jeez, look at him go. Thanks, Seb. I've just realised. He overtook Vettel at the same point when Bottas was in the pit box. Oh, don't do this to me. Why is it saying this? What's happening? Oh my god, Joe's blocking the whole track for us. Oh, what a guy. I don't know what the hell's happened, but what a guy. I feel this is a slight issue. I think the game might be a little bit broken here. Because everyone's stuck. What did he do? What's happening?
Someone's run wide.
What on earth is happening?
Let's take a closer look.
Joe?
Now let's watch this.
So he's run wide. He's cut in.
And they've gone
Oh,
wide.
brilliant. He's blocked off one of the Mercedes for us and then just parked in the road. Let us catch
That's
up.
going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able...
Thanks, Gwen. What a guy. And everyone's lining up now. We're behind them all. They all still need to pit. We've pitted. Oh, the game has done everyone dirty. I'm loving every second of it. The only people that... Oh, no. Hamilton. Damn. Is Hamilton in the pits? Oh, he is. Oh, no. We've been absolutely ruined there. Do you know what? We haven't. We haven't, because basically this top 6 now are this top 6. Everyone else is pitted behind virtual. But we're done. We're good. We've got tyres for days. We can just chill on these for as long as we want. Hamilton is 6 seconds up the road. So Gasly's lost, 8 seconds on Mr. Hamilton. But the rest of the field behind us is, it's been done dirty. If we're honest, they've been wrecked. But it's not our problem. So we'll fly forward.
We can take a look
Gasly.
now. So this was
Gasly.
the Aston Martin.
Why? Why,
It's a
Gasly?
lock-up.
Why are you like
And
this?
that could be costly.
So our drivers have rotated. That wasn't my control. It was Gasly's lack of control. We are still running 5-6, as you can expect. There's a big old chunk of people behind us, but we've got a nice little gap against them. So if we can just crack on as we are, we've lost, obviously, seconds against Hamilton because it was Gasly that was behind him and now it's Bottas. But we're going to carry on flying forward, probably to our hard stop. We're going to let this run as long as possible and throw on our mediums. Hopefully after these guys have all pitted as well. Are they all... Yeah, they're mostly hards. So if we go too early, we'll end up in this group of these and it will slow us down. I don't think there's any chance that we're going to get top 4, realistically. But 5th and 6th should be in our control. As long as we don't dick it up, which is incredibly likely, to be fair.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we
Someone else
see
is doing it now.
Valtteri Bottas.
It's Bottas' turn. Just ran wide.
Goodness
To be fair,
me,
it wasn't that bad.
they're completely off.
It was, yeah, it was off the track. But let's just calm down. Let's rein it in a bit, shall we? So there's 2.4 between them. There's still an 8-second gap between ourselves and the hero of the evening, Guan Yu Zhou. But the gap to Hamilton is it's 9 seconds. To be fair, we were catching on him. What was he tyre-wise? I didn't look. So he's also gone hard. So realistically, as I say, we're probably not going to do anything on them. He's probably conserving as well because he knows he's in the middle of no man's land. So we're on lap 31. We're still in our no man's land of all these drivers. But I have just checked. Should a safety car come out, we could theoretically run our mediums to the very end. So any sort of safety car or virtual safety car that comes out, slap them in, get our tyres on, run to the end of the race. But if it doesn't happen, then we're expecting to come in about 5 laps time. So we'll jump forward to that, unless you see a little yellow thing on the top of the screen in a second. So I've ran a little bit further. We're both down to about 30s. We've still got quite a bit of tyres left. I am going to throw Gasly onto his mediums now. Give him a lap. Actually, while I'm doing that, I might as well go attack and push Ooh, I'm going to leave those because we're still not in a positive for his petrol yet, and it's making me nervous. But we'll bring him in. Someone's just pitted up here as well. Gasly, where are you coming out? Oh, in fresh air still. That is wonderful music to my ears. He's got a little bit of a gap between himself too as well, so he can stay standard. We'll do the same with Mr. Bottas. We'll give him a lap on attack. Hamilton's in. We'll definitely give him a lap. Attack, deploy, slap the mediums onto him, and hopefully we can gain that little bit of time on Hamilton now. I'm hoping that he get dropped into traffic, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Oh, Hamilton's absolutely cruised past us. But as a group, we haven't lost anything majorly. We've gained ever so slightly on Hamilton, and we've gained a bit on the guys behind, which is helpful. And we've got, sorry Bottas, absolutely ruined you there, mate. We'll put you on balanced and standard as well. I'm going to start conserving a little bit of fuel, just because I'm nervous about the lack of fuel. Just get green, please. I'll give you half a lap positive, and then we'll go back to... There we go. Actually, I can do it with him now, and with you. Beautiful. Right, okay. That's making me less anxious. 10 laps left. We are still in no man's land. Hamilton 10 ahead, Russell 10 behind. We've got loads of energy. Beautiful. So we'll just let that crack on as it is. Bottas in front of Gasly at the moment. I don't think I've made them swap. Gasly was in front. He locked up and went wide. He dropped behind. Bottas locked up, just went slightly wide. He hasn't lost anything. They may have a chance for a battle. Hopefully they don't kill each other, because that would upset me quite a bit. I'm not going to stop them battling though. Ooh, am I? I am going to stop them battling. I know I'm boring. Stop. Don't finish that comment you're writing. Leave it out. I'm happy to take 5th and 6th. Them two swapping isn't going to gain me anything. It's just possibly going to lose me shit, and I don't want to lose it, to be quite honest. But yeah, I'm happy for them. Why do you conserve? Do you know what? Both of you conserve because you're using more fuel than we've got. It's not ideal. No, Gasly. Thank you. 5 laps left. We've just overtaken Tsunoda. I say we've just overtaken Tsunoda. He's got DRS on Gasly. I think he's going to try and take him back. No, it's not. It's fine. 54 from 57 now. On board for our last lap. Sainz has done an absolute peach of a job catching us up. But it's not enough. So, suck it. We looks like we go in Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc. It's nothing new, is it really? Hamilton following them up with Bottas and then Gasly. Sainz, Norris. There's a little bit of a battle going around for 8th as well, which is helpful. Keeps them behind us. That Ferrari's a bit daft, isn't it? These group of cars are just good. It's just unfair. And in case you're wondering, if you've noticed... Come on, Crony, move out of my way, please. We've got it. Splendid. Move out of the way. Tsunoda's following us. He keeps trying to overtake us.
Max Verstappen
can he not?
over the finish line and today's winner.
Verstappen's won. Stick it on my postcard. Gasly! Right, speed you up. We're still conserving fuel, just because, why the hell not? And across the line, 5th and 6th. I think we would have been potentially 4th and maybe 7th or 8th. So whilst we did get a favourable bug, shall we say, overall I don't think it's affected us too much. It's just made the race, to be honest, a little bit more boring, which isn't ideal for me. Splendid work, guys. 6th and 7th we started, 5th and 6th we finished. Beautiful. Drivers, that puts us 5th and 6th. I don't know when I did that. But we're 3rd in the constructors, which is helpful. This is the slight issue with these two drivers. If they finish in the top 10, which I wasn't expecting regularly, which seems might be the case, we only gain just over £1 million per race. I need a little bit more than that. After that incredibly promising start, we will return. We won't come back for Jeddah, which I was planning to do so, as I said in the end of the last episode, just because it's only the 2nd race, and we want to get through them a little bit quicker. I'm thinking to maybe do every other race. We did Australia last season, so we're going to come back for Emilia-Romagna, and Spanish, Azerbaijan, etc. I think that seemed a good balance because I got through a season pretty quick, much quicker than I expected. So I'm thinking every other race could be a good balance. We'll try that for a year, see how it goes. It does mean that we'll finish in Abu Dhabi as well. Unless everything's all wrapped up. We might finish a little bit earlier. Who knows? So we will return, as we said, in, I forgot already, Imola, Emilia-Romagna. And I hope to see you there. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favour, like, subscribe, all that madness will be beautiful. There'll be some items on screen now as well, so you can carry on watching. And yeah, thank you very much for your time.